Nothing I can do. Yeah, let's just do some sharks. Because we can. There we go, easy. Oh yeah, randoms can kill you. I forgot about that. I pay half the attention to what's going on. Tin mining stream. Right, we did the thing. Now we got to do this thing over here, haven't we? Yeah. You know what I'm really missing? I am really missing when you click on something to use it, it highlights the thing. That's what I'm really missing. Got a hammer. Look at that. Wow. It's just the highlighting of the thing, just is like crazy. It's just these little things you just don't even realise, do you? It's like it's great. It's that's right. I made a thing. Good job, me. Good job, me. Right. How do I go? Let's move on. Yes. Okay. I'll read the instructions. You made a butter knife. Yes. Combat instructor. Give me shit. Thank you. Ooh, yeah, baby. Wow, did it really look like that? Oh my god. Oh, I've got to press a button. Start by teaching you how to wield a weapon. Okay, thank you. Yeah, if you want to watch the stream, I'm streaming it on Discord. Because you can't stream private servers on Twitch. So I am fishing while playing it on another window, streaming it through Discord. And you can hang out with me here and listen to me if you wish. Unfortunately, the Discord channel I'm streaming seems to be full. You might be able to get in as people drop out, I don't know. But some people are trying to restream it. Oh, it's also on the 2004Scape Discord. Cool. Do you want to ping a link to that in the chat, Souls is Black? I think you're allowed to ping links to things. But yeah. If it's on there as well, if it's been restreamed in there, then that's great. That's great. Happy to see that. Boom, 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 boom. If anybody else wants to restream it so more people can get in, that'll be good. So my stream, the 2004Scape stream. 2004Scape is a Lost City 2004Scape is a private server which is a remake of the 2004 version of the game. From here you can see what happens. Let's enter, click your dagger and wield it. Yeah, I did it. Hell yeah, baby. What you're watching on the screen right now is HDOS. Thoughts on Brighter Shores? Oh, I quite like Brighter Shores. Yeah, it's a very garish game. Hopefully they'll make some good things happen from it, and it'll be a very successful game. But yeah, we played it for a bit and had a good bit of fun playing it. It was good entertainment. Good entertainment. Beautiful. Thank you, Souls is Black. That's amazing. So yeah, so if you want to watch the 04, me playing on 04, head to my Discord. Head to the Lost City RS Discord as well. It's on there. I played 2004Scape back in 04, if that counts. That's when I started playing. This is the first time I've logged into it, and it's a fucking pain in the ass playing this game. It's so different. It's like I can't remember half of it. New combat rework looks good for Brighter Shores. Oh, good. I'll have to play that. I haven't logged into it in a while. Yeah, it's almost, yeah, it just, yeah. It makes you realise how much, what am I supposed to be doing? This interface, you'll select the types of attack your character, will use different monsters, different weaknesses. Now you can take the tools needed to battle. Why not slay some rats? Okay, we'll do that. Here we go. So you can never surrender. Blep. Blep. Should be designed so you can't actually die to the rats. Yeah, I killed a rat. Hey, Stoney, I'm good, mate. I'm good. How you doing? How you doing? Is that the longest sitting JMod at this point? No, I think Mark is probably longer. Vanakar. There he is. What's the matter? Don't you like music? Mark was 2003-ish, I think he joined. Who is physically the longest JMod ever? Well, that's clearly me. How you doing, Dondre? Imagine Matt going back to work and help with the coding of 2004Scape. I mean, I would be no use at coding anybody. I've never coded in my life, so I would be no use for coding things. Mark did tell you that EOC was great. I think he had to tell you that, though. I think that's the thing. Right, have I done this? Completed here. Move on. Click the ladder. Okay. Right. Let's go. Yeah, 2004Scape's a private server, yes. You didn't code. What was your role? Well, I started off in player support originally when there was a player support. Then went to community management, worked 10 years community management, then product management, where you basically tell other people what to do rather than... Is there no way of zooming out? Oh, I just stuck. Now where do I go? Follow the path, you'll come to the front of the building. This is the bank of RuneScape. Ooh, hello. So yes, that's what I used to do then. Product management, like I said, is telling people what to do rather than doing it yourself, deciding what's the right thing. Wow, doesn't everything look so clean? Someone is also streaming Matt K on Twitch. Oh, fantastic! Kill Bill. Yeah, feel free to watch Kill Bills. Nice one, Wacko. That's good. I would. The problem I've got with streaming it on Twitch is that they don't allow you to stream private servers. So I was like,
hope you enjoy your time on 04.
Twitch account banned, so I probably ought not to. So we're working around it. But that's good. That's good. People are helping out. It's brilliant. And thank you, Estonian. That is really kind of you. I do appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. It's great. 6 months. Crazy, isn't it? Hope you enjoy your time on 04. Yes. Make me feel young again. Yeah, exactly, ASVP. Exactly. And that's a good... Oh, we've got to go out this door. Yeah, we've got to go out here. Are you going to tell me something that I need to listen to? Because I ain't going to listen to it. Nope, no space barring. Can't do that. A bit more of these things. Battle is better than... yeah. No, it's kind of like the... what do they call it? The Preservation Society people who do all the Nintendo games. And then got sued by Nintendo, shut it all down, and everyone got upset about that, and Nintendo were like, we don't fucking care. So same sort of thing. If you like older games, there's some great websites out there, like Stop it. Stop it. Alright, I've got to talk to you again. Alright, here we are now. Reasonable. Go to mainland. Yes. Right. Oh. Here is RuneScape. Stay, kid. I want to make a quick 20 GP. Wow. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, I know the highlighting not being there is crazy, isn't it? You just don't realise how much you miss it. Hey, Hobo Harry, I'm good, mate. I'm good. This is the best version of the prayer icon in the skill menu before Hunter Update changed it to white. What do you do now? I do the same job I did at Jagex. I just do it for a different company called Sumo Digital, making a brand new game that I'm not allowed to talk about, I'm afraid. But it's all pretty exciting. I think it's pretty exciting. Right, now what do I do? I'm stuck here. I probably ought to go and click on things. Oh, I can go and do quest, can't I? Quest. Were you shocked as I was when it was revealed Zelensky started the war? Yeah, that made me chuckle. That made me chuckle. What the hell's the cook doing outside the kitchen? What am I to do? What's wrong? No bank upstairs. Oh no. No, there's not. Of course there isn't. I'm in terrible mess. It's the Duke's birthday today. I went to be making a big cake for him. I forgot shit. I can help you. Egg. Need milk, egg and flour. Okay. Right, well I've got handily empty bucket. And other such stuff. So let's go. Let's go. Yeah, so Peng Dude, if you want to watch this, you can watch it in my Discord. You can watch it in the Lost City 2004Scape Discord, and there's somebody called Kill Bill who's restreaming it as well on Twitch. So yeah, so you can join and watch it, but I can't stream it on Twitch because I don't want to get banned. So they don't let you stream it on Twitch. So we're working our way around it. In a way. I think audio only mode is best. You can listen to my commentary while I go, right, anybody remember how to find a cow to milk? It's been a while since I did this quest. Kill Bill's stream is clean. Oh, fantastic. Good, good. Thank you, Kill Bill. Do appreciate that. Taking the risk that I won't. Welcome. Oh, thank you. Oh, I don't type in chat. Hang on. It's been one of the very few times it's not going to come up with a PMod crown. Right, you're a cow. Yes, you are. What about a cow to milk? Can I milk any cow? Oh. Oh, I can. I can use it on any cow. Okay, good. Tip the cow. Right, did that. Right, I need to get an egg next. Let me know if you want to do Night Sword. I'll hook you up with the red berry pie and 2 iron bars. No, I'm good. I'm good. Can't remember how to play this game. Not being able to zoom out for miles as well, or use your middle mouse key. All these things are... It's amazing. Dairy cow update, yeah. Oh dear. Is that an egg? Yeah, I have the egg. Thank you. I got an egg. I got an egg. I got the milk. I've now got to do flour. Let's go. You've got milk. I do have milk. Yeah, yeah, I'm finding exactly the same joke. That missing middle mouse key. It just throws you, doesn't it? I've got to use my other hand to play the game with. I have to move my keyboard so it's more usable. Ah dear. Crazy. Crazy. Right, okay. Now where are we going? I can't zoom out. Oh dear. Oh, look, I filled up with fish. Isn't that cool? No stronghold security yet. Yeah, no stronghold security. Deposit all. Just going to get some more fish keys. Right. Game has changed so much over the years. Even the little buttons next to the mini map are not there. How am I supposed to know when I can run and I go in the wrong direction because I can't quite see where I'm supposed to be going? So I can't zoom out far enough. Ah, here we go. That's where I'm meant to be going. Laughing quietly. Here we go. Here we go. Old Rockshore was a trip. I do think I prefer it over the dark grey version we have today. We'll go and have a look at that in a minute. We'll do this quest and then we'll head up there and have a gander. Oh, I'm going to pick a thing up. Got one. Good. Right. Now we need to go and make some fleur. Some world map. Wow. That's how the wilderness should look. It doesn't have none of that crappy thing in the middle. Oh, aren't you sleepy? You know what? I was quite proud of this today. I had a shower today. And that's not the bit I was proud of. I have showers quite often. I've been doing it for a while now. And after I had my shower, I was like, right, I'm going to put some clothes on. And that was something I wasn't overly particularly proud of either, because I generally dress most days. But in my cupboard, I had my 2 pairs of jeans that I usually wear were dirty, and my joggers I had were dirty. And I was like, okay, let's find a pair of trousers I haven't worn in a while, because I don't want to put another pair of joggers on. I was like, okay, I'll go and find a pair of trousers. So I found these pair of trousers, put them on, and they fell down. I'm like, oh my god, have I lost weight? Because I'm sure these were really tight last time I put them on there. So that felt good. Steel plate bodies in the wilderness. Oh god, yeah. So yeah, so that felt good. So I had to dig out a belt and put a belt on. I did. Home teleport, yep. I forgot about that. Crap. Home teleport was really good because if people got themselves stuck in bugs and things, then they could just teleport home again. But yeah, I'm dressed as a bot. I am. Growing a stash, losing weight. What a guy you are, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. One look my best for TwitchCon. That's what it is. Not TwitchCon. Ringfest. Don't want to let down any of those e-girls. I think you have from the last time I saw you. Which, yeah. I mean, I don't think I am any lighter. Maybe it's just, moved around my body. I don't know. I haven't weighed myself in ages, so maybe I have. Who knows? Who knows? That's all right, Frankie. I'm enjoying it. Might be old age. Yes. Yes, Demo could be right there. Fuck you. I'm not old. I'm 21. Maybe 22. Lack of stress from Jagex. Yeah, that's the thing. I've never played Ultima. I've actually worked with some of the people that built Ultima. But I've never played it. Ultima, Dark Age of Camelot, all those sort of games. I think I logged in once to try it out, and it's like, yeah, this is kind of like what you expect from a game from that sort of era. But I wouldn't say I ever played it. You find ingredients? I did. I did. There you go. Hell yeah, baby. We got a quest point. And level 4 cooking. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Right, so we're going to have a look at Varrock. Click the kick link. Who what now? Be going for, I have not ever got a 99 playing RuneScape, so I don't think I'm lost. There we go. I don't think I'm ever going to get a 99 in 2004Scape somehow. Another person streaming it. Oh, fantastic! Yeah, I know we got Kill Bill is streaming it. Somebody on Kick streaming it as well. That's cool. That's good. You know what? I didn't expect 100 people to turn up to watch it, which is why I thought I'll just stick it in Discord. It'll be fine. And then 200 people turned up, and it's like, oh. Yeah. But thankfully there are other people streaming it, so that's good. That's good, streaming my stream. You can watch all the people following me. They all look like PKers to me. 90 viewers on Kill Bill's stream. Nice. Nice. Hopefully, I mean, he doesn't get in any trouble for it. I mean, the reason why I've been more cautious than I probably should, because, you know, I probably will be alright, but when I was talking to Twitch about it, they said, well, if Jagex complain about it, they probably will do something about it. And it's like, how likely is it Jagex going to complain? And because it's you, they probably will. So I was like, okay, I will. Hey, Crossbow, how you doing? So yeah, so it's kind of like I kind of have to. Thought I better be safe than sorry. The throwaway Twitch account. I didn't think of that. I could have done that myself, couldn't I? Hi, Stinky Matt. Hey, Nat. Oh, Natalie's here. Hello. Stream on Kick. Well, I do want to stream on Kick because I don't have any presence on Kick. This is where people come to watch me. No. No, we don't go the west route. Hey, Rebellious. How you doing? Oh, you're streaming as well, are you? Souls is Black. Fantastic. Always go east. We don't go west. West is not best. I just feel like super efficient right now because I'm playing 2 versions of the game at the same time. Practically, that makes me a top tier, sweaty type of player, doesn't it? Rat's got nothing on him. See, we don't know. Killing Jed with his cock. Yes. Boom, boom. Drop party 500k, yeah. Oh, no scurriers here. Yeah. Multi-logging isn't allowed, yes. So, no, what you're watching, Hobox, is this is HDOS, which is old school RuneScape client. What I'm doing is streaming on my Discord channel, 2004Scape, because I'm not allowed to stream it on Twitch. I am also, there's also other people streaming it as well, so Kill Bill is streaming it and Souls is Black is streaming it on Twitch. But you're not allowed to stream private servers on Twitch, so I didn't want to do it myself. Ooh, look at this. Rooftop agility, that's what we need to do. Yeah, Yeah. But yes, I wasn't expecting people to actually turn up and watch it, which is why I thought I'd just do it in my own Discord and it'd be fine. But you only fit 100 people in a Discord channel and it's full. So yeah, no, I always thought it was fine as well. It didn't even cross my mind that it was a bad thing until Abyss came in yesterday, on Thursday, and mentioned it, and I'm like, oh. So I had a chat with some of the people at Twitch, because I know a few people at Twitch, and I had a chat with them, and they basically said, yeah, it's hard to say whether they'll actually do anything, but it all boils down to whether Twitch will complain or not. Does it feel nostalgic? It does. It does. Look, a proper fountain. I say fountain, proper central bit to a Grand Exchange. Let's go round it. Round the fountain. Right, I don't know where I'm going now. What am I going to do? I think any attempts to monetize this server would result in a cease and... Well, cease and desists are meaningless. I mean, they're just a bit of paper where, you know, lawyers charge people lots of money to write things down on it. So cease and desist is meaningless. They could shut it down if they wanted to. I think what they're probably hoping is that it just sort of fizzles out, which is what happens to most private servers. Even the classic one, that fizzled out. No one's really talking about that. So hopefully, I think Jagex, what they really want to do is ignore it and it will go away. But let's see. Let's see. No Grand Exchange. Right, what do we do? What do we do? How do we play this game? Oh, we probably want to get combat up, so we're in completely the wrong place. Okay, you reckon going to World 1, shall we? Okay, let's go to World 1. Gonna get hacked now, you know my login name. There's nobody here. Did I get my errands done? Actually, no, I didn't. I didn't do any gardening. You logged back into World 3, did I? Fucking idiot. Fucking plum. Change it in my thing. My URL. I can't see it in the URL. World 1, okay. The way tonight, you're gonna go all the way tonight. Yeah, I didn't do any gardening today. I didn't go shopping either because my wife went shopping. So I didn't do any shopping. She did shopping instead. So I spent most of the day doing this review of Star Wars Galaxy's Legends. And I sent that off to my friend over there who runs it, which is another private server as it happens. So he's going to have a look through that. Hopefully it's something that's going to be useful for him. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. World 1. Ooh. Look. People. Look at all these people around. Look, Granddad. There, bow, 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 bow. God, I remember the days when this used to be. Oh, we've got to turn audio off again, haven't we? Music should be off. There you go, it's off. Vapitu boy, thank you very much, Vapitu boy. Sorry, vape it up boy. Appreciate that. It was very kind of you. It was a login music. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I remember the days when the entirety of Varrock was just full of people selling shit, and it used to be person after person after person, just white dots everywhere. Those were the days. Those were the days. Mind you, I still prefer the Grand Exchange. I still don't have to talk to anybody then. And that to me is a win. They're in Falador Park as well, or is it just here for these people? Keep on it. Give you an answer in the morning. Right, we probably ought to go level up some things, haven't we? We ought to go kill some cows. Keep on it. Do you ever plan on playing old school as an Iron Man? No, I've got an Iron Man, but I've never really played it. Again, it's just time. I don't have time to play more of this game. I've I've got a full-time job. I've got life. I've got my own business to run, all that sort of stuff. So it's just my life's very busy. Like a bat out of hell.
What's it gonna be, boy? Yes or no? What's it gonna be, boy? Yes or
Hit the dummies here. Can I do that? Baby, baby, let me sleep on it. I've got a squad. Yes, we good. I don't think this is helping much. Are we excited? This is leveling up some chronic. Right, cows. No home teleports. We have to walk all the way back. Don't run on like this. Cards are insta home tele here. Dear oh dear. What was your reason for leaving Jagex overall? It was just time to do something else. Been there for long enough. It's not a fun place to work anymore. It got very political and everything got difficult. Right, cows. Where are cows? Cows around here somewhere. I tried the original Kingdom Come Deliverance game. I didn't really get on with that much. I haven't tried 2. I've heard good things about it, but I don't want to pay 50 quid to play it, quite frankly, so I won't. Price of computer games just got so expensive. Right. Cows. Cows. Falling on my head. Ah, there's a cow. Yeah, get XP. Yeah. Just did need some talking to the sun. See how good I am at doing this. I got to put my shield on. Have I got a shield on? No, a shield on. Next is Elvarg. Hell yeah. I assume it's like most places where you start, it begins, the family atmosphere dies, becomes political. Yeah, it's kind of happens when, you know, businesses get bigger and suddenly you realise you have something and you don't want to lose it, so all the sort of money men come in and start controlling things, and it just got difficult to do anything. More and more stakeholders wanted to say in how things were done. They just ground to a halt, which is one of the problems they've got right now. It's just It's how we kill a cow from where I'm from. Back complaining. There's one thing about old school. What would you take as a project to perfect, remove, or change? Oh, I would change PvP. I think I'd rip it all out and start it again. Hell yeah, level 2. It's practically 99, right? Yeah, absolutely, it's in a code. You're absolutely right. Yeah, there's it just gets difficult. It's difficult to get stuff done. I really don't like, you know, plodding along, feeling as if it's, you know, you're dragging your feet through treacle to achieve anything. So when I left Jagex, I joined a startup, completely different. Everything moves at 100 miles an hour, and it's quite amazing. Me. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Shift click drop, yeah, get rid of that. Don't want no shift click drop. How do I feel about sailing? Could be amazing if they do it right, and you know, I think they could do a really good job at sailing. But what I don't get is, you know, what thing that worries me is that everything I hear about sailing is sort of a functional thing. So, you know, they will talk about how you move a ship around. They'll talk about how you equip the cape, about how you build the ship. They won't talk about the whole purpose for it being there, and that's the bit that, you know, worries me. You're going to end up with just a checkbox of stuff to do, rather than a cohesive, coherent skill. I probably need to get some food, don't I? Because I'm not doing very good with food. Right. Anybody remember how to fish and cook, and where to fish and cook? Oh, is going to fish and cook here? Draenor. Yes. Good call. Good call. Let's go to Draenor. But I mean, sailing could be amazing. I used to play a game called Bounty Bay Online. It was absolutely brilliant. It was a sailing game, which was like an MMO sailing game. Careful of Wizards, yes, good call. And you know, that to me was what it should be. You know, you had a ship and you built your ship, and you had to get sailors for your ship, and you leveled up your ship, and skills to build different ships and different types of ships to do different things. So you have ships that travelled quick, ships that could catch lots of things, or that could carry lots of things. You had ships with big guns on them, and you had to get all your sailors to do it, and your provisions before you went off. And it was great. It was like, this is what sailing should be. And you could be a pirate, or you could be a merchant navy person. It's like, yeah, this is exactly what you expect it should be. Oh yeah, that's a way. Hello. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Didn't think of that. Let's go. Really quick, because Reddit users, I could always cope with Reddit users. Pussycats, really. Artisan, yeah, Artisan was what, 2014? It was a player designed competition, so a player designed the content, and I sort of fleshed it out a bit. I thought it was a really good skill, but you know, there we go. Net, there we go. Catch the fish. Fish geese. Mobile lag is rough. I bet. You see much of RS3 Necron? Not a thing, actually. We did do a bit of archaeology. It was the last time we logged into RS3. Although somebody made me log into it a few weeks ago to check something. It all looks so different. It's like, it looks really nice and all, but it's like, I don't know what any of this is anymore. I never played Puzzle Pirates, no. Yeah, I heard good things about Necromancy, I must admit. I did hear good things about it. Absolutely. Still screws my middle mouse button. It's still not working. Yeah, this is a great version of Billie Jean. It's by Chris Cornell, if anyone is interested. Pussycats. Matt, appreciate what you've done for Old School. Can't believe it's already been 12 years already. I know, it's nuts, isn't it? Absolutely nuts. Oh, there's those wizards over there. Getting dangerously close. Need to keep clicking after the catch. No, it's just it seems to keep going. Now, I think original classic you did, but not in this. Yeah, I mean, DSK. I mean, people come in here quite a lot and say, you know, thank you for everything you did. But to be honest with you, I had a great time when I worked at Jagex, and if it wasn't for you guys playing the game, I would never have had that experience. So, you know, I've got more to thank you for than you've got to thank me for. That's for sure. Oh, Cantare. Oh. Hey, Kill Bill, how you doing? Thank you for restreaming this, mate. I do appreciate it. Do appreciate it. Hopefully you won't get in trouble for doing it, so. Appreciate the question you asked earlier. What purpose does sailing have? They haven't answered. Yes, exactly, Adam. And just like, to me, it's quite obvious. The purpose is to allow people to. No, I want to use that on fire. The purpose for me is quite obvious. It's, you know, it's there to allow you to explore all the water, because, you know, 30% of the game map's just water. So it seems quite obvious what it's there for. And once you've got that idea in your head about what you want it to be, then suddenly all the content is really easy to create off the back of that. It's like, does this help you achieve that aim? Does this help players explore the water more? If it's yes, then yeah, it's a good thing. If it's no, it doesn't, then okay. It's not necessarily the most important thing. But yeah, it's a very product managery type of thing, but I don't think they've got very many experienced product managers there. And I think Ash is doing the job of a product manager. Again, I'm not entirely sure how experienced he is. But I've got to do this one at a time. I do, you have to cook one at a time. Nel blu, dip into the blue. Wow, look at that, eh? I haven't spoken to Ash since I left Jagex, no. Hey Pablo, how you doing, buddy? If you want to watch Pablo, so we're playing 2004Scape. Obviously I can't stream it because Twitch don't let you stream private servers. But I'm playing it in the background. It's in my Discord if you want to join it on there. There's also Kill Bill is streaming it. Deep into the blue. But I'm playing 2 RuneScapes at the same time. Is that cool? 99 cooking one at a time are horrible, but someone got a 99. Oh my god. That sounds tough. That sounds tough. 99 anyway is hard enough. Yeah, I can't on here YRAC because Twitch don't allow you to stream private servers. So, like I said, it's in my Discord. I'm streaming it in there. There's also some other people restreaming it, which is good. It's down here, it's a bit safer. It's been so long since I played it like this. Just trying to remember half this stuff is crazy. What was your question? I have a PM experience in Amazon and got denied a PM position at Jagex, so I guess they prefer that. Yeah, it's I don't know quite what the plan. I don't think they've got a job open for a PM at the moment. I think they've got a senior producer. Oh, come on. I can't click to save my life. But none of you should be surprised about that. I want to get married. Yeah, these are customer support. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. So they made all these promises again. I mean, if you remember last August, they spoke about in the Summer Summit. September, I think it ended up being, didn't it? They talked about customer support and how that's going to be getting better in their commitment to it. And the same as every time they talked about it in the last 10 years. And I was there, I know. Nothing's happened. There's me expecting that to just open. Use quickly. Here we go. Which is so frustrating. So frustrating. Kind of like is what it is. But I remember talking. I mean, back when I used to run old school, talking to the head of the player support department. He's still the head, from what I can tell. About getting more support for bots, and I said, "Hey, we need more support for bots. I need more people banning bots." And he said, why don't you just make the game so you can't bot it? So, wish I'd have thought of that. Fucking muppet. That's the level of competence in that department. Boom, 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 boom. I'll get to meet him at Roofest as well. I wonder if he's heard me say these things. I'm not going to Roofest next weekend. I'm actually really quite nervous about meeting some of these people. I'm just going to sort of keep a low profile in front of Jagex people, I think. I think that's sensible. Yeah. Why didn't you make it so you can't buy it? I know, Wacko. You're useless. I'm the head of customer support. We get cancelled at Roofest chat. You see, this is a thing, Kay. There's the. Oh, was I just standing there doing nothing? You said you like a disease without any cure. I was just standing there doing nothing, wasn't I? Too busy talking. That's my problem. And you got your mod in Twitch chat. I think we're all right for mods in Twitch chat. I'll deliver the real customer support. We never need mods in Twitch chat anyway. I mean, we banned somebody the other day, and it was somebody who's being a dick on Twitter as well. They followed me into Twitch. So we banned somebody the other day. And I was like, well, we haven't banned anyone in ages. Because we never have the need to, really. So I thought I'd have a look at how many people I've banned in 6 years of running this channel. And it's less than 100 people we've banned in 6 years. And for the internet, that's pretty good. So we don't really need mods in this channel. I got Wacko, he sorts it all out. Wacko and Peng, they know what they're doing. And most half the bans were probably just bots spamming links. So we rarely get trouble in here. I think it's mainly because I'm sort of older male that people just don't bother. And most of it doesn't bother me anyway. Let's not go nuts. So yeah, it's quite cool. I'm lucky to have a good bunch of people who like to hang out with me, and I like that. No, so right, no handlebars. The problem with 04 is that I'm not allowed to stream it on Twitch because it's a private server, and you're not allowed to stream those on Twitch. So I'm playing HDOS, which is another client that you use. There's a link here to it if you're interested to play old school RuneScape. However, in my Discord, I am streaming me playing the 2004Scape. And there's a few other people restreaming it as well. So Kill Bill's restreaming it on Twitch. Obviously braver than me. So yeah. Yes, Wacko's pinned the link. Somebody else is restreaming what I'm streaming in Discord. So what's the NFL? When did the Kriar incident happen? Oh, what date was that? We'll have to do a tweet about that. Have we had a free ball chop? No ball chops today, no. It's also being restreamed, and I think Souls is Black is also streaming it on Twitch. And it's also in the 2004 Discord as well, if you want to watch it there. There's multiple places you can watch it. Yeah, the problem we've got, thank you, Wacko. The problem we've got, trans women, is that if I want to stream on other platforms, I have to stream what's coming out of OBS, and which means that's also going to go to Twitch. And I'm not going to stream. I'm always going to stream on Twitch because that's where all my people are. That's where you guys congregate. Now, if I could figure out how to stream different things to different channels, I could stream different content to different channels at the same time, and we would do that. But I haven't figured that bit out yet. I think there's something around having more than one instance of OBS running, but I haven't quite figured out how to make all that work properly yet. But we shall. But yeah, we're in Discord if you want to watch it. There's multiple Discords streaming it, and a few other Twitch channels as well, which is cool. So I do appreciate that. A lot of people helping me out. Yeah, I know there's a few that don't, trans women. But I should stream on more platforms, and I've got it all set up so I can. I press a button and I stream on like 8 different platforms. So I probably should do that. But anyway, yeah. See, I've got multi-streaming set up in OBS, but the problem with because I can't stream the 04 content on Twitch, I can't use the multi-streaming because all the multi-streaming does is it sends the same signal out to multiple places, which means I'd have to be streaming it on Twitch as well in order for it to be on the other places, which is where it gets a bit tricky. Anyway, somebody redeemed the ball chopping story, and as you're all here, you're going to have to put up with it, I'm afraid. So for those who don't know, I am a father. I have 4 children, and my wife came to me one day and said, you're not coming near me again unless you get that thing chopped off. So I went off and had a vasectomy. Now, for a vasectomy, you are awake during it. It's not a general anaesthetic, it's a local anaesthetic. So there I am lying on the operating table. There's the doctor who obviously is about to carve into my ballsack and do the business. And I'm feeling somewhat nervous, let's say. It's not the most comfortable position to be in. So I'm sort of sitting there, and the doctor knows this as well. He's done enough of these. He knows that people having this operation are generally quite nervous about these things. And he wants to put me at ease. So he starts talking to me. He's like, oh, so what do you do for a living then? And I'm like, oh, I was the community manager back then. So I was like, I'm a community manager. And he's like, oh, so what's one of them? I'm like, I know exactly what he's doing. He's just, he's not really interested. He's just trying to keep me focused on something else other than the fact that all you can smell in the air is my burning ball sack. Because I use a cauterizing knife, which basically burns the skin as they cut into it. So the air's filled with the smell of your burning ball sack. Fuck off. I'm not dying to you, motherfucker. So the air's full of the smell of burning ball sack. He's carving into my nuts with his cauterizing knife, and obviously I would rather think about anything else, than this. And so I'm a community manager. He goes, oh, so what's one of them then? I was like, how do you explain to a doctor what a community manager is? I mean, this guy's really serious, right? He's been to university for 10 years. He's spent another 10 years practicing on other people's ball sacks and has been allowed free reign on my ball sack. I mean, how do you explain what a community manager is to somebody who's probably never played a computer game in his life? And I was like, oh, well, I sort of help people play computer games. And he's like, oh, right, okay, so what sort of computer games? And again, I know exactly what he's doing. He's trying to put me at ease. I'm like, how do you explain RuneScape to someone who's never played a computer game? And I'm like, well, you get a sword, you kill people, you kill goblins. He's like, oh, like RuneScape then. Turned out he was a big fan of RuneScape and put himself through university by abusing bugs and doing real world trading. Which, I mean, I didn't feel, the position I was in. I felt he had the upper hand, so I didn't tell him off. But it's probably the weirdest place I've ever met a RuneScape fan while he was elbows deep in my nads. Yeah. He didn't ask for a signature. Didn't ask for an autograph. Yes, I am. Yeah. Streaming a private server not allowed on here. Yes. It's not my alt channel. It's somebody else doing it. It's not me. But yeah, you're not allowed to stream private servers on Twitch. But somebody else. I've got it going on my Discord. But too many people turned up and they filled up my Discord channel, which I was not expecting at all. But that's a good thing. I love you, Matt. Thank you for all you've done for the game. Oh, thank you. Please close my eyes. Appreciate that. Thank you for playing the game as well. Because if it wasn't for people like you, I wouldn't have had a great time working on RuneScape as well. So, I have been recognised walking down the street. People have stopped me for selfies and things. I was actually previous place that I worked, it was in a sort of shared office space in London, and I was in the canteen area grabbing a drink, and somebody stopped me and said, "Oh, are you Matt Kay?" I've been in meetings as well. Where the people I've been in meetings with from other companies have fanboyed me as well, so it does happen every now and then. It's quite nice. I must admit, it's quite a nice feeling. I ain't gonna lie. My college friend paid for his first car doing services. Fantastic. So I don't mind people doing that. People who make money and then use it to better themselves or move their lives forward. I think that's great. Master Chief. It is quite nice, I must admit, Wacko. When people stop you and, it makes you feel good. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't say I'm famous, though. I mean, not like I have to have a bunch of security every time I go outside or anything. Do you ever try 2006Scape before Old School came out? No, I didn't. I knew it was a thing. I never actually played it. This is actually the first RuneScape private server I've played, if I'm honest. Yeah, I haven't played another one. What's the best and biggest addition to Old School you think made the biggest difference? For me, it was Iron Man mode. Iron Man mode, I mean, it certainly was a good decision. Was it the biggest thing? No, I think mobile probably was biggest. Or, I'll tell you what probably had the biggest impact. If this one thing hadn't have happened, I don't think Old School would exist now. And that is God War's Dungeon. Because if you think back to the beginning of old school RuneScape, it came out 300,000 people had logged into play it in month 1, and it dived off a cliff because we just couldn't make any updates to actually make it feel as if it was going to go further forward, which is why, you know, private servers don't do so well, because they don't have the constant updates of the right quality to do that. And the reason it stopped going down and started going back up again was because of we managed to get God Wars Dungeon out. And once we got that out, it just climbed for the next, well, ever since really, for the next 10 years. So it's constantly been climbing ever since. Yeah, it was a yeah. If that hadn't have happened, I don't think you would have seen. Yeah, I don't think old school will be around now. Yeah. So who was that? Somebody asked, "Am I playing it?" QB Cube's here as well. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, so I am playing old 4Scape. I can't stream it though, which is the problem. So I can't stream it on Twitch because Twitch is against Twitch TOS to stream private servers. So I've got it running in my Discord. There's a few other people who are restreaming the stream from my Discord as well. So I think Kill Bill, who's pinned at the top of the chat, he is streaming it on Twitch. So feel free to go there, watch the content. Yeah, absolutely, QB, and it also didn't. I mean, mobile on RS3 didn't go down very well at all. Everything is free, but you can help support server costs, etc. if you want. Yes, you can donate to the server to these people to keep it running. But yeah, the mobile for RuneScape 3 was just not very good. There's an awful lot of bad stuff happened. Loved your appearance on the Sebe podcast. Your passion for old school is inspiring. Thanks for the time and effort. Oh, thank you. I'm going to add people who say nice things to me. Makes me feel wanted. I'll be streaming once I get my sub set up for Twitch sometime soon. Oh, fantastic! Yeah, I need to redo all my sub alerts because they've all sort of fallen off the computer somewhere. But I just keep getting distracted by things. Go see my mum tomorrow. That's going to be a drama. You should do more exercise. You're getting too fat. You don't come around enough. Don't want to go see my mum. Oh, thank you, Keen. Hope you're enjoying it. Remember killing chickens to cook the meat over at Valley Farm. Those are the days. Tell her to watch you on Twitch. Yeah, she wants to see you. Fucking tune into Twitch. What are you doing? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, my mum was a nurse as well, so she keeps trying to sort of, I just make up shit to shut her up now. I'm like, yeah, mum, I've lost 16 stone over the last 2 days. It's fine. Yeah, I ran a marathon last week. It's fine. Yeah, so I'm doing my exercise. 3 marathons in the same day. I've got a friend, right? I went to school with him, so he's the same age as me. And we did a... wow, I only got to level 5 fishing. That's crazy. I did, I think it was last year or the year before, we had sort of a party around my house, and he came round with a bunch of my other friends as well for a barbecue and some beers and things. And he sort of turns up about 1 o'clock. I was like, oh, glad you can make it. You know, what you been doing? He's like, oh, I did a marathon this morning. I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, I just ran a marathon this morning. I thought I'd come over afterwards. I'm like, wow. So as you do, run a marathon, then go to your friends for a barbecue afterwards. I've got a friend, yes. I've only got 2 friends. So 2 IRL friends, not internet friends. I've got many of them. Do. But yeah, so I've got that to do tomorrow. So if I go do it in the morning, I can get it out of the way. I can go shopping on the way home. Then I can spend the afternoon. I mean, football's on the afternoon at 4:30. It's Man City against Liverpool, so I need to watch that. Go pick up some beers. I'll send pictures of me drinking them to my mum. Sucker, I'm getting fat. I want to be dead by the time I'm 50. You're attacking me again? Cunt. Story number 5 from Zan TV. Thank you very much. Let's find out what story number 5 is, shall we? So for those who don't know, you can redeem stories. I have 99 stories. I'm going to publish these one day. In fact, this year I'm going to write them, put them in a book, and sell you the book. 99 stories about my life, times in RuneScape and what have you. Story number 5 is it was happened around the time that we just sold the company to the Chinese. So this is what, 2015, something like that. And when they sold the company to the Chinese, because they sold it for what, 600 million or whatever it was, everybody got an extra month's wages as a bonus, which was pretty cool. But I didn't. And I was like, okay, this is a bit weird. And instead, I get an email one morning. I arrive for work sort of about 10 to 9. I load up my computer, look at my emails, see there's an email waiting for me from the PA to the CEO saying, please come and meet the CEO in the boardroom at 9 o'clock. Don't be late. And I'm like, fuck. This isn't good. I've got to go in there. They're going to be firing all the middle managers, bringing in their own Chinese people. So this is my job gone, basically. So I sort of walk up to the boardroom and 9 o'clock, knock on the door, and Rod Cousins, who's the CEO, he answers the door and he goes, Matt, come in, sit down. In there's the head of HR and the head of finance. And the boardroom itself is a proper boardroom. This is a table with about 30 chairs around it, and it's like super long. It's a proper boardroom type thing. So I sit down sort of looking quite nervous. And he goes, right, Matt, thank you for coming. I wanted to thank you for all the hard work you've put into old school RuneScape. And I was like, oh shit, here we go. Shit sandwich. Say something nice, fire me, say something nice afterwards. It's like, here we go. And next thing he said was, we wouldn't have been able to sell the company if it wasn't for the work you did at old school RuneScape. And I was like, this isn't a shit sandwich. He said 2 nice things in a row here. This isn't normal. And he said, we'd like to give you a bonus of £50,000. I was like, what? And he went on and said stuff. I got no fucking clue what he said. I was in shock at this point, going, and he's going off saying stuff. And I haven't got a clue to this day what he was saying. And he sort of looks at me and he goes, do you want to go take a minute? I'm like, So I go downstairs and sort of walk around the car park a bit just to sort of clear my head, and I sort of phone my wife up and I say, I think I just got a bonus for £50,000. And she said the worst thing you could possibly imagine, which is, don't you mean 15,000? And I was like, oh, maybe he did say 15 and I misheard it. And you can't go back and ask, right? You can't go back and say, oh, did you say 50 or 15? So I had to wait until payday to find out. And it was indeed, they gave me a bonus of 50 grand. So even though a lot of people like to dump on Jagex for what they pay people, sometimes they do things really well. And that I felt was really good. Obviously. If it wasn't for Jagex, I wouldn't have this house, because it basically was a deposit for a house, is what I got in that bonus. We bought a house off the back of it, so that was good. Nope. So yeah, so I was quite chuffed about that, I must admit. Come on. Can't zoom in to make it bigger. That's what happens when you get older, your dexterity starts going. I may only look 25, but I am actually nearly 50. Can't do it. Can't do it. Do some fishing over here as well while I'm at it. Bar, 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 bar. 48, year and a half until I turn 50. It's crazy. Crazy. Right. Like the plays in the background. Oh, good. I'm glad you enjoy it. Here's the playlist here if you want to follow it. You're more than welcome to. 50 and barely looking 30. Yeah, it's the filters. That's what does it. Yes, that's right. That's right, Adam. Yeah, not allowed to stream private servers on Twitch, so I'm doing it through Discord, and I'm talking about it on here. So I think you're allowed to talk about it. I don't think anyone's going to complain about that. Cool. So story 83 from Cubed. This was our first ever RuneScape jolly, old school jolly. So at Jagex we used to have every quarter the leader of the team got given 30 quid per head and half a day to take their team out and do something. Just build, sort of build relationships and shit between each other. And old school had been running for about 6 months or so, and Reach came to me and says, "Oh, can we have a jolly?" And I was like, "I don't know. I shall go and ask head RuneScape if we can have an old school RuneScape jolly." So I went over to him and said, "Can we have an old school RuneScape jolly?" And he's like, "Yeah, of course you can. Off you go." I was like, "Oh, brilliant." So we decided to go bowling, because it's always the easy answer, going bowling. And Mod Reach was very much thought he was the best bowler in the world, and he said, "Yes, we're going bowling. I'm really good at bowling. I'm brilliant at bowling. So don't feel bad if I absolutely wipe the floor with you. I just had so much practice and I'm so good at bowling." We're like, "Okay, Dan, that's fine. We're not competitive. Yeah, if you enjoy yourself, mate, it's great." So we turned up at the bowling alley, and you have to go get your shoes from the bowling alley. We used to back then. Since COVID, nobody does that anymore, which is a great thing from COVID. But yeah, so we went off and got our shoes, and Dan was like, "Oh, I normally bring my own shoes, but I ain't brought them with me today." Then we went and chose our balls to go bowling with. And Dan's like, "I normally bring my own ball, but I don't have a ball this time." And he's sort of walking with all his chest puffed out like this, as Dan does. And we start doing the first frame of first match of bowling. And Dan comes last. Ash comes first. Somehow he's never been bowling in his life whatsoever, but he's figured out a way where he just sort of goes up to it and does a magic thing with his hand, and the ball just sort of rockets down the middle and knocks all the pins over. So there's Ash sort of bowling a 200 game. And Dan's last. I'm really rubbish at bowling, and I'm usually bored by about the third ball I've thrown. And I still managed to beat him. And of course Dan's like a bit he's like sort of warming up. I'll be better on the second one. He comes second to last on the second one. I think Weath wins the first one, but the second one. But weird ass stuff. But yeah, we never went bowling again after that. That was hilarious. Never seen someone quite so apologetic or diminished so quickly. Yeah, I'm quite happy to be rubbish at bowling. I'm fine with that whatsoever. That's fine with me. Right, we're going to kill some more cows, shall we? Oh, man. All these different ways of doing stuff. Right, get rid of that. Draw all. Right, let's go kill some more cows. You can zoom in with the browser window to make the game window larger. Ah, I see. We don't play with that. Oh, story 69. Okay, yes, story 69. So, ooh. Oh fuck, I'm being attacked by a motherfucker. People like that, run. 69 does go brr. Story 69. Here I was, beginning of old school RuneScape. Quite an exciting time because obviously lots of different things were kicking off back then. And one of the things that were also kicking off, thank you, Wacko, was... are you hearing those, by the way, Wacko? Because I'm not. I think I might have something strange set up. I'm hoping you guys hear them. So other things that were kicking off at the same time was Twitter, and that was getting very popular. And so we all made our own Twitter accounts because we thought it would be really quite cool to actually just hang out with, be able to chat to people as individuals, and it will help people connect with us, and it will make things a bit nicer. Yes, absolutely, I don't care. You'll find out why in a second. So I had my own Twitter account, and people started following me on Twitter. I started following them back, and the amount of people who got so excited just because I followed them back on Twitter, I thought it was brilliant. You know, people get, oh my god, and JMod followed me on Twitter. That's amazing. So I followed everybody back. 'Cause it's made people so happy. It was all going fine until one day I get a DM, and the DM said, "Hi Matt, I am an actress on Pornhub and a really big fan of old school RuneScape. Would you like me to feature your game in the background of one of my videos?" So one of the things you realise as a JMod is that people try and trick you into saying stuff that you shouldn't. So of course the first thing going through my head was like, yeah, right. Who is this person? So I click on their profile to have a look, and it had a picture of a certain young lady with certain states of undress and certain things inserted into various parts of her body. Various liquids sprayed over various parts of her body as well, and I thought, okay, at about 4,000 followers, I thought this is looking like it might actually be a Pornhub actress's Twitter account, and yeah, absolutely, demon. I sort of looked at it and I was like, there's a link to a Pornhub page on there, so I thought, just for research purposes only, I better click on this. So I clicked on it, and after maybe 4 or 5 months of vigorous research, I came to the conclusion this was indeed a Pornhub actress. And I thought to myself, I mean, you got to do it properly, haven't you? You've got to do the research. And I thought to myself, no matter how much I believed there was a great crossover between Pornhub's clientele and RuneScape players, I thought I cannot sign Jagex up to a marketing partnership with an adult website. So I thought, I just didn't respond. I thought, that's it. Didn't respond. And that was the end of it. Or so I thought. 6 months later, I get another message from her, and it said, by the way, I really fancy Ronan. Do you have his phone number? So again, I'm not the sort of person to make decisions on other people's behalf. So I just took my phone over, showed Ronan the message, and left it with him to do with what he wanted. Hopefully he took full advantage of it. Although I got a feeling he didn't. But anyway, there we go. So yeah, did my bit. Did my bit as a wingman. Oh yeah, I can do things with that, can't I? Well, I can bury bones as well. That's the thing I can do. I can hope he did. I mean, what a waste if you don't. But yeah, so anyway, there we go. Her name was Selena22. I don't believe she's active anymore. Not that I would know these things, of course. Although she has a page on something to do with hamsters. I don't honestly know what that is. Old hamsters, or things that are no longer hamsters, ex-hamsters, I think they're called. I can't remember. Don't understand these things. Onan did nada. Yeah. Ah, dear. Grizz, we're playing it right now. The problem is I can't stream it on Twitch because they don't allow you to stream private servers. So I'm currently streaming it in my Discord and chatting about it while I play it on here. Also, there is a link at the top of the page for somebody else who's restreaming my Discord stream. I'm sure Jagex people did go to strip clubs. I didn't. I never felt the need to go to a strip club. It never appealed to me going to a strip club. Here we go, more cows. How did you hear about 2004Scape? I don't remember. I think somebody messaged me about it. They probably came into the Twitch channel. Story 70, I saw somebody had redeemed. Yes, trans women. 70. So I completely miss it. What is Story 70? Yeah, so do you remember that time? Book smells amazing. That we used to do streams from home because the office kept getting DDoSed. Because I can't remember who, but somebody managed to leak the IP address of the office. So every time we did a Q&A stream, the office used to get DDoS. Basically, the whole office would go down, and it would come to a point where people were "You shall not pass." People would why is somebody trying to get Kill Bill to PM them? Yeah, so people would organise their day around the old school live stream. So the entire company would be like, "Are they streaming again at 5 o'clock when we did our streams?" Like, yeah, okay, I'll just go home early then. People just knock off early at 5 because they knew the office was going to get DDoSed and go down because fucking old school were doing a live stream. So the office was going to get DDoSed. And we knew this couldn't go on, so we tried to come up with the solutions like, can we get new IPs? And it's not very easy to do for a big company to suddenly get my hides. Sorry. So I sort of came to the conclusion like, right, okay, we've got two options. We can stop doing it, and I was like, I don't want to stop doing it because that to me felt so wrong. Or we could do it from home. I was like, we could do a tour of JMod's houses. People will love that. My first idea, though, right? It's my first idea. I think this is brilliant, but Twitch said we couldn't. Was to do carpool Q&As. I think it's the best idea in the world. They do karaoke Q&As where they drive around in a car and then famous bands sing in the back. Well, I actually have a Kia Sedona back then, so sort of a 7-seater car because I had lots of children. And so I was like, well, why don't we just rig a camera up in the front? We'll do a live stream from the car driving around Cambridge. And we'll just do it like a carpool Q&A where we're just driving around in the car asking questions of these things. And I'll drive the car, other people can ask the questions and answer it. And I thought that'd be brilliant. But yeah, Twitch were like, yeah, you can't do that. Can't do that. What if you have an accident? Can't do that. So I was like, okay. But anyway, I thought that was a great idea. But anyway, my wife and her boyfriend loves you. Oh, fantastic. I'm pleased about that. I love them too. They fancy a foursome, threesome, fivesome, whatever. Nth number some. So we didn't do that. So we ended up going around people's houses, and we used to have some great times doing that. So we had when we used to do it around my house, because I've got dogs and cats as well. The two guys that used to run it back then, James and Simon, who were Rune Shark. That's it. That were Rune Shark. They used to run our streams, and James was allergic to every animal you could imagine. So we'd do a live stream around my house. He'd turn up early, set it all up. We'd do the live stream. By the end of it, his nose was running and his eyes were puffed up, and he looked like the Elephant Man by the end of it. But he kept on going all the way through. I was like, that's nuts. But yeah, so we did that. But the best one was doing it around Chris Archie's house, because his Mrs. Kelly was always used to make sure we had the best food to eat. So we turned up there to do one around Chris Archie's house, and she'd set up the entire table with different snacks and food and drinks. So we just spent the entire hour more interested in eating this food than we were about answering questions on the Q&A. That used to be great fun. But it was that thing which we knew. I mean, I knew that if it stopped, it wouldn't start again. And this is what I was, when I left Jagex. It's kind of like what happens now. It's Q&As are not a regular thing anymore. And that's almost heartbreaking to me. It's kind of that's what made the community sort of engage so much with the companies, because you had the regular Q&As. You could always ask anything. We weren't afraid to answer questions. We had people who wanted to talk, but that seems to have gone out the window now, which is heartbreaking, quite frankly. Yeah. There's a lot of effort to do it, though. That's the thing. It's not straightforward and simple to do. You have to put a lot of effort into making it work, and constantly leading people to deliver that is difficult and tiring. But those Q&As were so important to us back then. They allowed us to do the things we wanted to do. Be able to use you guys as a sounding board for ideas that we had. And it was that sort of to-ing and fro-ing was really quite a cool thing to do. But I think the landscape's changed now. That trust between Jagex and players is broken down so much now. Which sucks. Sad Pablo. Oh, look at you. Did RuneScape will ever die? Yeah, it will one day, but I mean, many, many years to go yet. Let's go. You got a little while to go yet. Killing cows again. Level attack 5. I used all the words in the wrong order there. But still, I did it. So only the free-to-play areas that are available at the moment. That must be nice. I mean, it'll die one day. Of course it will die one day. I mean, it's not going to last forever. But you're right, it is still growing, which is why I don't think it's going to die anytime soon. But it will die one day. One of two things will happen. It will either peter out, which again it's showing no signs of doing, or there'll be a technological change which will mean it can't exist. So one of those two things will happen to it. Members there is coming in 2-3 months. Oh, fantastic. That's cool. It's only free to play right now. Yeah, I think it'll be around for 10 years easy. I think you're absolutely right, Wacko. Absolutely right. Escape AQP. Brilliant. What would I do without you? What would I do without you, Nico? Pablo. Oh, and cowhide. That's what I wanted. The cowhides. Kill the cowhides. Yeah, sorry. Get confused. Get confused. Sorry. Yeah, there's nothing out there like RuneScape. That is true. That is true. Many people have tried to make similar games, but you know, I don't think you can. I'm on a slot. Yes. Your football was very good. That's not on a slot at all. I used to work with somebody who sounded just like Jurgen Klopp as well. Oh, I'll tell you what though. Oh, I watched the Arsenal match today. That was a good watch. It was a good game. A good result for a Liverpool fan. So make that cash. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it, QB? It's. I mean, RuneScape 3 is. I mean, right now it looks like it's in its death throes of, you know, we just need to make as much money from it as possible while we can. Which is a completely legitimate way of doing business. So, you know, that's what it feels like to me at the moment. In fact, I'll probably catch up with their product manager at RuneFest and have a chat with him, see how he's getting on. I haven't spoken to him in a while. Well, apparently it's doing very well. Brighter Shores, but you've got to remember it's out as an alpha. There'll be other things that will change over time. So yeah, I think it will adapt and change. What they need is a product manager in there to help them make the right decisions. Bare bones, but I do like the skeleton. Yes, exactly, Wacko. Exactly, that's a good way of putting it. It's a good way of putting it. And yeah, it will change and alter and get better. When will there be a Brighter Shores private server? I don't know. haven't heard from Andrew yet about him wanting me to go work for him. I do have something on Discord. Sorry, on Instagram. Not from Andrew though. Would you work for Andrew again? Yeah, I mean, it depends on the job and what his expectations are and what he thinks. I think that's fine. But oh shit, I'm getting damaged here. Am I not punching you back? I am. I agree with you. I don't care. But I assume I did hear that new roles are going to be coming out for Fen Research, or expanding. I don't know. Anything's happened yet. Let's have a look, shall we? Fen Research. Oh, nothing yet. Nothing yet. Boom. I also applied for a job on Twitch as well. Should be quite interesting. Yeah, indeed, Wacko. Indeed. It'll give it a kick for sure. Did you see the Man U Everton game today? I didn't. I heard about it. I was I was going to watch it, but I just never got around to it. I was too distracted with other things. Matt K working on that game will be news on social media. Yes, exactly. How rich is Andrew? I mean, we're talking hundreds of millions, so 400 or 500 million. I think he's worth. It's like how Dan is good at bowling. You're the best for that job. Yes. You can only just about afford me. Just about. I mean, it'd be quite nice to actually go and work in an office again for a bit, because I know he likes people going to the office to work. And there's no point in me ever going to an office. It just makes my life more difficult at the moment. Kind of like 3 days in an office would be quite nice, I think. Quite like that. Yes, absolutely. Feel less lonely. See real people. That would be nice. That would be nice. Right, what are my levels looking like? 6. It's a grind, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely whack. I quite like that. I think the office that Andrew's at is probably what, 45 minutes to an hour for me. I would think. I don't mind travelling every day. It does get very isolating working from home. But I saw the interview where Andrew said when he sold Jaggers he couldn't make any more decisions. He was heartbroken. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And you can see why. He built this thing, and he wants to control it and still be, able to do what he thinks is best. But it's got to be so hard. So hard. Right, I can't see any cows. Let's turn my screen round. Up here, there we go. Way, here we are. I think he didn't have much choice, really. I mean, at the end of the day, running a business is hard. And, if you want to be somebody who creates stuff, you can't run a business. Which is why he needed other people to do it. But he made a shit ton of money and could do it again, so. When I was in high school and they asked that question, who in the world that is famous would you want to have dinner with? I said Andrew Gower. You. Brilliant. Brilliant. Drew Gower. I don't think I've ever had dinner with him. I mean, I haven't really spoken to him either. We didn't work closely together. I worked for his company, but that was about it. But EOC is an interesting story because I found out something not too long ago, which I didn't even know. But EOC, a lot of people blamed ModMark for EOC, but ModMark was dead against it. What actually happened with EOC is it was pitched by Mod Chris L. Mark said, "I don't like this. This isn't going to work for RuneScape." And then he went over Mark's head to the CEO of the company, Mark Gerhard, who then made it happen. But of course, Mark had to stand up and sort of be the face of Jagex and say, "Yes, this is a good thing," even though he didn't believe in it, and got so much shit for it, which is why you have to sort of respect the man, that he did what his job was and got all the crap for it, and he tried to stop it. But yeah, it's basically these couple of people who went over the head designer's head to do it. So yeah. Mark's the same as you in a way, taking the bullshit for the team. Yeah, absolutely. And he does what he thinks is best, and sometimes you've got to say things you don't believe because it's the only thing you can do. Why wouldn't Jagex make a backup for 2011, 2012 before EOC? It's not about them not making a backup. It's about the rotation of backups. So you'd have a backup system that ran every night. So you'd have a backup from the day before and all that sort of stuff. But you don't keep them forever. They just roll over a period. So you might keep it for a month before you redo the tape. So they're all saved on data cassettes. Or they were. I don't know if they still are. But these sort of reel-to-reel data tapes that you get. You need a hard copy, and in case there's fires and all sorts of stuff. So. And you got to remember, back in the 2000s with the gaming industry, that level of the right word, business continuity just didn't exist. Oh, the Paramount, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. 9 months, that's amazing. Thank you, mate. That's really kind of you. Really kind of you. Anybody else has a free Prime, feel free to throw it my way. Still need to pay for RuneFest. Those tickets are fucking expensive. Yeah, indeed, and the story is absolutely true. We talk about the story about how they found it in the bottom of the fire safe. With a number written on it, and it's like, that's absolutely completely true. That story is. There's no others. It's a fucking miracle they found that. Did you ever do any actual coding? No, I never did any coding. I did design. I managed the product, which was a different sort of kettle of fish. Deciding what to make sure we're making the right things rather than actually make them. Absolutely wacko. At least 2 points. We've bankrupt after RuneFest. I saw the voice acting for old school as well. Yeah, all of it. Every voice acting thing is mine. The developer of 2004 is having an interview with a prominent community member tomorrow. Oh, fantastic. Is he on the Sabe podcast, is he? Yes, there'll be a bar in the event area. Yes, there's always a bar in the event area. Did you have any encounters with Mod Jed? Oh, did I have encounters with Mod Jed? Nothing but encounters with Mod Jed. Oh, with Vank. Okay, I know Vank. Last update I worked on? God blimey, that's a while ago. Last update I worked on, probably Song of the Elves. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Jed's in my basement, along with Princess What's Her Face, the next Queen of England, and Taylor Swift. Was it Taylor Swift the other one? No, Spice Girls. That was it. The Spice Girls were in our basement as well. Spice Girls, Princess What's Her Face, and Jed are all in my basement. Best place for all of them. Boom, 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 boom. The show they don't do the Q&As. Yes, absolutely. We talked about this earlier, DV. It is disappointing, and it just break my heart that they don't, quite frankly. Loved the same when you said Jed. Well, Jed was, he was a cunt, basically. He was, I'll tell you all the stories about Jed now. Fucking could die as well. I was, yeah, so we employed Jed and brought him in. And sort of the first times things started going badly was when he started getting accused by whatever that clan was called that I can't remember, about doing bad things, and I ran the investigation into him to figure out what was going on, and I couldn't find no, this is the people who blamed him, because he was in Rot. There was the accusations made by another clan about what he was doing. I can't remember what that clan was called. No, not Fools. What's that called? Frontline, that's it. Yes, Frontline. Yes. And so I ran the investigation into that, and I could find no evidence whatsoever. No, I mean, this is the thing. It was all circumstantial. All this proof was just like, it isn't really. And I did all the stuff. I couldn't find any proof. And in the UK, you can't fire somebody for doing bad things unless you can prove they've done bad things. There's a whole process to go through. And I couldn't find anything. And I remember talking to somebody in the team and about this, and he's like, well, do you trust him? And I'm like, I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him, and I could throw him pretty far, to be fair. He's only little shit. And I was like, I don't trust him. There's no smoke without fire, and there's plenty of smoke here. So I publicly went out and backed Jed, not because I wanted to back Jed, because I knew something was going on, I just couldn't prove it. But what I wanted to do was to show that I would back somebody in the team if bad things happened to them, because that's what the team were really worried about. They didn't honestly care whether Jed had done something or not. It was like, well, if I'm in that position and the community's accusing me of stuff, all Jagex have my back. And that's what I really cared about. I was like, right, I'm going to back Jed because it shows everybody else in the team that if shit happens, I will back them. So that's why I backed Jed. Even though I knew something was going on, I just couldn't prove it. And then I was at my brother-in-law's wedding. I get a call from my boss, who then starts telling me about other things that Jed's been up to and the proof they've got off the back of that. And that was really interesting because he said, yeah, we found Jed accessing people's accounts. And what he was actually doing was, I'll get some more food. Where's the nearest bank? What he was actually doing was he found a flaw in the back-end security systems, which when you were in the office, you couldn't do it from outside the office, you had to do it from in the office. You could log in as somebody else. So he could log into the back-end system as somebody else, and he started granting password appeals. So him and his friends were sending password appeals for accounts they wanted access to, which he could look up to find out how much money was on them and go, right, these are the accounts we're going to target, sending password appeals. He would then log in as somebody else from the player support team and grant those appeals. And people being pulled into meetings because all this stuff gets monitored. And when appeals are given away incorrectly, these password appeals were given away incorrectly because these guys didn't have any information but were still granted. People being pulled into meetings by their bosses and they were saying, you gave this away free. I gave this away. Why did you do that? And they're like, I don't remember seeing that one. And I just didn't understand that people were getting into trouble. People were about to be fired off the back of this because it was just such a big problem. And obviously Jed targeted the pretty girls that worked in the player support team because, you know, why wouldn't he? And these people were getting into more and more trouble, and eventually the head of player support said, right, we're going to take them all away and give them a base level of training so we can say that every single one has been trained correctly in these things. So they took them all away for a couple of days to a hotel to do a proper training session. Oh shit, I seem to be dead. Oops. Oops, that didn't go to plan. Never mind. This is what happens when you die. And it was while they were all away, he did it again. And when they came back, it's like, hang on a minute. They couldn't have granted a password appeal because we were sat in a room with them at the time that this happened. So it's like something else was going on, and they started investigating what was going on. And what he was doing was, because he was working on old school mobile, he had access to the mobile devices. And they started tracking the devices that people were granting these password appeals on. And they worked it back to one of the Q&A mobile phones for old school. And they tracked when it happened through the systems, and then they looked at the security cameras to see who had the phone at that time. And what they found was about 10 minutes before, or 5 minutes before it happened, Jed would pick up the phone, he'd go into the bathroom, do whatever it was doing in the toilet and the cubicle stalls, then come back and put the phone back. And I hope he washed his hands afterwards as well. And that's how they caught him. They had possession of him with the phone. They had all the data that linked that phone to being used at that time. And it's like, right, that was it. And that's why he ended up getting fired. Of course, he professed his innocence and saying he was set up, which I mean, he would. But that was quite interesting. The thing is, even after I'd publicly gone and backed him, he was like, yeah, fucking cunt. It's like, no shame on the man. But it wasn't just taking the money off the accounts and selling it, because you kind of get it, right? I can do a thing which isn't really going to hurt anybody. It's just virtual goods. And I'm going to make a bunch of money off it. You kind of understand that. But what he was also doing was suicide in the account. So he was dropping all the untradables, and if they were pures, he was putting levels on the pures. So he just wanted to be a complete vicious person at the same time. Yeah, exactly Zulok, which is why it's kind of like good to see the back of him. But the fascinating thing is, after I left Jagex, I got a call from the cop. Yes, you can have that for sure. Well done, Pablo. What a cocksucker, yes. But afterwards, I got contacted by Cambridgeshire Police, because they wanted to know what I knew about it as well, because they wanted my statement so they could carry on prosecuting him. And it turned out that after Jagex reported him to the police, they did an investigation. They stopped his bank accounts because in the UK, if you are suspected of stealing money from places, they can do that. And obviously they had the reasons to do that, so they stopped his bank accounts. Also, Jagex couldn't get in, because we were quite public about it. Jed couldn't get a job anywhere, because every time he applied for a job as Jed Sanderson, they would look him up on the internet and go, I'm fucking employing you, look at this. This is what you did. This is why you no longer work at Jagex anymore. So this guy was, he couldn't get a job. He then went and changed his name, probably twice, in order for him to get a job. But then there was no history for him anywhere on the internet, so nobody believed that he'd actually worked at Jagex. So he changed his name, still couldn't get a job, ended up working in a bar, cash in hand, because he didn't have a bank account, because the police had frozen the bank account, couldn't pay his rent. I didn't feel sorry at all for him about this. I was like, you're actually fucking right. And, he probably only made, I think they sold about 500,000, to about $250,000 we reckon that he took worth of gold. So $250,000 worth of gold. Probably sold it for half that price because it was mass sales, so they wouldn't have got that price for it. So 125,000, and that split between 4 or 5 people. Probably only made 25 to 30 grand from it. So he risked a lot for not a lot of money, quite frankly. But I reckon the reason he did it was because of his girlfriend, because he had a girlfriend who was, out of his league by something else. He's small, skinny, and ratty. She was something else. He took her to Ash's wedding, and everybody at Ash's wedding was just like, seen Jed's girlfriend. Like, what? He must have a really big dick or something, because why? How? But it probably was the money that he was spending on her, quite frankly. She was apparently ex-Russian, or she was Russian and trying to escape the mafia or something. Was one story I heard, but I don't know how true that was. But yeah. And then the funniest part of the entire thing was when Jed tried to sue Jagex for wrongful dismissal. So he took Jagex to court for unfair dismissal, claiming that Jagex didn't follow the right procedures to dismiss him. Now, this is all public. You can read all these in the court papers on the government website. They're all available to read. Basically, when you sue somebody for unfair dismissal, you're suing them for one of two things: either they should never have been dismissed, or the correct procedure wasn't followed to dismiss them. And so he sort of took Jagex to court. And the court found that actually Jagex didn't follow the right procedure, but were correct in dismissing him. Because there was an email that was sent by the head of the chief people officer, which assumed his guilt. And when you read it, it looked like they assumed he was guilty. And so they did that, and he got hold of that email and used that to show actually they dismissed me unfairly. And as part of the court case as well, he has to, hey Bright, how you doing? He has to say what he wanted. What's the reparations that I get if I win? And one of the reparations he wanted was his job back. Which I'd love to have seen that. If they'd have granted his job back, the court said he has to have his job back. Off you go. Can fly on the wall the day he walks back anyway. That'd be hilarious. But anyway, so at the end of the first court case, they found against Jagex and said, yes, you dismissed him unfairly because you didn't follow the correct procedure. However, you were correct in dismissing him because the evidence was there to show did it, but you have to now pay him X amount of money, sort of three months worth of wages, plus a bunch of other stuff as well. And Jagex appealed against that and said, hey, no, we shouldn't be paying him anything because we were correctly dismissed him. We just didn't follow the right procedure. So he ended up getting £1,000 in compensation, I think, from Jagex, which is the sort of minimum you can give. So yeah, that was quite fun. But he's still got £1,000, I guess. But yeah, I don't think he's working in the games industry, so that's quite good. No, he defended himself in court. No legal fees. Defended himself. I think small claims courts, it's a pittance of like 50 quid or something, isn't it, to sue somebody in small claims court? Which is anything up to 10 grand, I think. But you can do it yourself. It's not hard to do in the UK. I mean, I've been to court. But I trained as a lawyer, so that's probably why I've done it. So. But you don't even have to go to court for a small claims court either. You just send everything in writing and then they decide. And off they go. See some of these third-party cheat clients. It makes me think there's some Jagex mods working alongside. Say get members unbanned at will. That's a bit weird. I can't see how they could get people unbanned. That would be weird. Right, I think I'm going to call it a day because it's coming up to football time. I've been live. I don't actually know how long I've been live for. How long have I been live for? Uh, 2.5 hours. Okay, that's about right. Yeah, I'm going to have to go 2.5 hours. Yeah. So yes, it's an absolute pleasure. I've enjoyed playing 2004Scape. I mean, the reality is, I don't think Jagex are going to certainly not going to shut it down this week, the week before Refest. If it gets popular, then they'll probably look at it. But Jagex's reputation in the community right now, it feels like it's very low. So I think they might just sort of hope it will just fizzle out and disappear. It's been nice to remember to see how much the game has changed since 04 and how much more convenient it is to play. Such suddenly little things like the like just the highlighting of stuff when you click on it to use it, stuff like that. It's like that is just such a major thing when it's not there. You really notice that. The middle mouse button not being there. Shift click we don't care about because I never like that update anyway. I shall do Peng Dude. I do like my match of the day. Yeah, it is good. And I mean, who remembers from 2004 that you had to do each individual cooking thing as well? When you cooked something, you had to do it individually. I didn't remember that. Hell no. See it on Ultima. God, yeah. One day. I have made fancy maps in the style of old school. Can I post them? Yeah, of course you can, mate. Of course you can. And thank you for everyone who followed tonight as well. We've had loads of people following. Loads of people who joined the Discord as well, which is amazing. So please do, please do keep in touch and keep talking. And Raid is Trump live? Is he? Fucking hope he is. It'll be hilarious. We playing more? Yeah, I might do. Figure out. I mean, if I can figure out how to stream it across onto YouTube and things like that, we'll have a play and see if we can figure that one out. In fact, we're not going to raid Trump because that's the last thing I'm going to do is raid Trump. But who we are going to raid, we're going to raid Renata because Renata has the best Scottish accent in the entire world. And yeah, you could just listen to her talk all day because she's Scottish and she sounds Scottish, and you've got to get her to say Scottish stuff like saying "Okay, okay, Lanu, the timorous beastie." A bit racist, that, isn't it? But never mind. It's not racist at all. So yes, say hello to Renata. Just fucking amazing accent. Scottish accents are great. You can listen to them all day long. So yes, get her to say Scottish stuff. She's killing difficult things at the moment, so if we distract her enough, she'll die. So right, see you all Monday. I'll be streaming next, so I shall see you all then. Bye now. Bye.